so excited for some of the upcoming videos, including this one, because I have a candy trigger trail coming your way soon. And in this video, I'm going to be tapping, scratching, doing crinkle sounds with all of the packaging that all the different candies came in, because we're going to use lots and lots of candy for the trigger trail. So I hope you're excited for that. It's going to be really fun. If you don't know what a trigger trail is, it's basically a trail of items that you can make ASMR tingly sounds with, and you follow in a trail. It's lovely. So you guys, I hope you can get excited for that video. But yeah, this is the first item I've got. So they're like twist pops, they're calling them. Basically like a rainbow twisty lollipop. And I think they'll be really fun. These are Swedish fish. It's kind of like a red gummy candy, but it's harder gummy than like a gummy bear. It's like chewier and a bit harder than a gummy bear, and they're all red. They're delicious, and I thought they'd be really fun to use in the trail. I loved finding all the candy for this upcoming video. It was so fun. And I just really wanted you to get to hear the sounds of the packaging first, so we're doing this video first. I'm currently at my family's home in the US for just Thanksgiving time, and a bit into December, beginning of December, so I thought it would be really a good place to film the candy trigger. So I've actually got your wood table here. If you remember it, I used to film with this in the beginning of my channel for every single video. Okay, Haribo, and these are I call them sour belts. They're calling them sour streamers. It's a really big pack with the red, blue, orange and the green sour belts. The packaging is very smooth. And just light and crinkly sounding. I love playing Settlers of Catan and eating these with some of my best friends. We always choose sour belts for when we play Settlers of Catan for some reason. So that's what this makes me think of. I purchased a majority of this candy at Walmart. There's a few things I purchased from Dollar Tree, but most are from Walmart. So this next item might look familiar to some of you from last year during Christmas time. I purchased another one of these giant Hershey's bars. So this is literally one solid block of chocolate. It's a 3-pound bar. And I wanted it for both the trigger trail and a video where I could tap and scratch on the chocolate like I've done in the past. However, little change of plans came up. Some of you might know that when I come back to the US, I try to do a little party with all the little ones in my life that I don't see until I'm here in the US, and I love them dearly. So each time I visit, I do a little party with them. The first year it was called the pink party, then it was the red party, then it was the Egypt party, then it was the orange restaurant party, and this year it was a Willy Wonka party. Or it will be a Willy Wonka party. So it kind of went well with having a giant chocolate bar and a bunch of candy. I wasn't sure if we were going to do the party this year, long story, but thank God I got to do it with my little nuggets, and I ended up opening this before doing a video with it because I wanted to use it for their party. So I did a little video where they're opening it with me and we're tapping and scratching on the chocolate for you guys. And you're going to see it in the trigger trail video as well. But I didn't get a chance to do a video just me opening it and tapping and scratching on it this year, but that's okay. The little nuggets were worth it. They just were so excited and made them very happy. So this is not technically candy, but it's the frosting that I purchased to use for the trigger trail, because I'm going to need something like essentially to glue the candy down, and this frosting's really great for that. And that way you can eat the candy after using it. It's essentially I'm making it's kind of like making a gingerbread house. I always use this frosting when I attach candy to gingerbread houses. So I thought it would work for the trigger trail as well. If you've never seen a trigger trail or you want to know more about what they are, I actually posted very recently a compilation of my past trigger trails. It's just 3. I've only done 3 before, but I posted it really recently. You can look for that, or you can just put into YouTube search box ASMRVilla trigger trail, and you'll see a few that you can watch to prepare yourselves for the candy version coming up. I got a huge bag of Skittles. This is the original flavour. As you can see, it says the original Lime Up instead of Line Up. Do you guys have a favourite type of Skittles? The original, they've got the berry mixed one, they've got the sour mix, and maybe some others that I don't know about. I love them all so much. If I had to choose a favourite though, I'd probably go with the sour, and then the mixed berry, and then the original. This is also really smooth, thin plastic. Feels nice. Okay, so next we've got some gumballs. I think these will be so perfect party as well as a trick or trail just kind of all worked together really well this year. I had been planning the trick or trail with candy outside of the Willy Wonka thing, so it just kind of all worked together. It's so fun because, so I don't know if you recognise this yet, but I'm doing a voiceover at the moment. So I've actually already filmed the trick or trail as I'm filming this, so I can tell you that it's going to be really fun, and it was great because I got to film. I just set up everything. It took a long time, but it's so fun. And then I filmed, and then my littles, I call kids littles, they came over and they got to play with the trick or trail after I finished filming, so it was really fun for them. I took some video of that too. Maybe I'll tag that on to the end of the video I took of us tapping and scratching on the giant chocolate bar. And they like wanted to do it like me, so like they were doing it ASMR style. They tapped it, trying to like make good sounds. It's really cute, so I think you'll enjoy watching their little chubby hands do that. So I've actually got 2 packages of Mike and Ike. These I picked up at Dollar Tree, I think. So they're $1.50 now. The Dollar Tree, at least where I live, everything is now $1.50, which is a huge bummer, but I get it. They also like really change things in my Dollar Tree. They have like the $5 and $3 sections now, and they've never had those there until now. There's just something so satisfying when you go to a store and you know that everything's the same price, and it's like a super cheap price. So I'm sad for that era to end, but I guess they'll probably have some really great products that come in that are very cheap for what they are, at the $3 and $5 range. So have your Dollar Trees in the areas where you guys have changed as well? While I was there picking up a few things, I filmed a little short tap for you guys as well at Dollar Tree, so I will edit that and put that out for you in time. But things have been very busy in my time in the US, seeing lots of friends and family members, and I just have so many videos that I get excited to film for you guys when I'm here that there's just no way to get them all done. I'm trying my best. There's so many videos I want to do for you guys while I'm here, but I'm gonna have to just narrow it down to the things I have the time for and the places that are available for me to film, etc. So also by Haribo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they're the ones that do the sour belts and they also do like gummy bears. These are basically like these berry candies. They're kind of like in the shape of the candy called dots. The little like gumdrops, I guess you could call them. Yeah. They've got like red, yellow, orange, green gumdrops, and they're called dots. These feel like the same similar, but like with these kind of candied berry bits on the outside of them. But they're similar shape and a slightly similar consistency on the inside. Not quite. These are a bit more like they're not as thick and chewy as the dots, but they have great like crunch to them because the inside is kind of like almost like, how can I say it, like a jelly type feeling, but like firm, like a jelly candy or something. and then the outside's like crunchy and delicious. So it's great texture. If you like texture when you're eating candy, that's a good option for you. Okay, next, this is one of my favorite items that I found. Look at these pink gumballs. I love them. I actually found these in the baking section at Walmart, which is kind of weird because you don't bake with them, but they weren't in the candy section, they were in the baking section, so FYI. I love this like rainbow bit on the top. It's just so fun. It's so Willy Wonka. I watched the most recent Wonka movie, on the plane coming over here, so that I could be fully prepared if I got to do the Willy Wonka party with my littles. And they do have a scene where they've got this like rainbow, I don't know, design going on. It's just really fun. So I'm excited for you to see how I incorporate all these items into the candy trigger trail. It's so fun to build. I love doing trigger trails, and I love tapping on candy, so this is like it's all my favourite things, including ASMR. ASMR, candy, trigger trail, creativity, it's just so fun. And I love the colour of these. Okay. Okay, marshmallows. I know you guys love the sound of marshmallows. I've used marshmallows in lots of different videos. I thought it would be fun to incorporate them into the candy trigger trail. By the way, I know I've put out a lot of no talking videos recently, and I haven't gotten to film a video where I'm talking with you for quite a while. This is a voiceover, like I said, so usually often I film with just talking to you kind of live as I film, but sometimes I do voiceovers, and this time has been so busy that I really wanted you to have both a no talking and talking version of this video, which makes it much more simple for me if I can film a no talking version and at a later date do the voiceover for the talking version. So forgive me, I will be putting out videos again soon where I'm talking with you live in the video, but it's been a whirlwind to say the least, so thank you for your patience with that. For those of you who love the live talking, I know some of you love the voiceovers too more, but I usually alternate a bit more. I debated for a long time in the store if I should get Twizzlers or regular red vines, because I really wanted like a giant bin of red vines, but they were really expensive, and I was like, I don't need that many. But then the smaller, like the only other size they had was like a really small, the like tiniest packet of red vines, where there's like maybe 10 of them in there, or less, and so I decided to go with the Twizzlers because there were more in here. It kind of like hit the middle ground where they weren't as expensive, and it had more than the little container of the red vines. So I went with Twizzlers, and I'm glad they sounded really, really good. I love Twizzlers, and I love Licorice too, but I actually like Twizzlers more. What about you guys? Do you love Licorice more or Twizzlers more? That should be one of my questions coming up on. I was about at number 7 on the community tab of my channel. I ask you guys questions with like a voting thing, like with polls, to get to know you guys better. And I'm actually going to, once I get to the 10th question, I'm going to film a video answering all the questions myself too for you guys. but things got crazy, and so I think I'm stuck at like number 7. I need to do number 8, 9 and 10 eventually, but that's kind of that might be a fun question. Red vines or Twizzlers? Not that that really gets to know a person deeply, but some of them are quite deep and very, very deep, so some of them are light-hearted questions too. Okay, next I've got another chocolate candy. Reese's Pieces. I decided to go for the coated pieces because the cups, like, I couldn't find like a good package of them. Again, like, there's lots of different options, but I couldn't find a really good package of them. It was like way too many or way too little, so I went with these. They kind of look like M&Ms or Skittles, that kind of size, and they're just like peanut butter with like the chocolate coating on the outside, I think is how they do it. And inside the brown, yellow and orange coloured only. I didn't go for tons of chocolate for the candy trigger trail because of the melting problem, and like and I already had like the giant chocolate bar, but I thought these would be a nice addition to add a little bit more, another chocolate candy element. I also added some gummy bears that my family member had a giant bag of them, so I didn't have to buy them like with all the rest of these, so you'll see those gummy bears in the video as well as like a pack of like butterscotch lifesavers. But otherwise everything you've seen in this video is really most of what's in the trigger trail. I'm going to go old school since we've got our old school wood table, and line up all the items that I've tapped on for the grand finale of the video. I used to do this with every video. I would bring back every item I tapped on and just give them a little tap scratch and kind of set them up so you could be reminded of each item that had just been in the video. One of you in the comments years and years ago used to call it like the final bow of all the items, and I loved that. So this is like the final bow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to put out a no talking version of this as well. And again, you can keep your eyes peeled for the trigger trail coming. I will do a no talking and talking version of that, but you'll get the no talking version first, I believe. Here are the little gumdrops. Just kind of lay them down here. And here are the big pink gumdrops. The marshmallows. Skittles. You can really see how much candy it is when it's all laid out like this. And then our frosting. I love the sound of this container. And finally the giant bar of chocolate, which is hard to see. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.